What's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina, back out at the project lawn. If you didn't see the latest update, as you can kind of see behind me, you'll get a chance to see it better here in a few minutes, but the project lawn is going along really well. We have a couple issues that we want to try to address in this video today. Not only will you get to see the growth of it, what it's looking like, but there's an area that's kind of bald, kind of having some slow struggles to come up. We planted this lawn, just for those that may not be aware, somewhere around right around 9/11, and that's why I remembered, hey, if I have to go back and remember the date that we started this, 9/11 was the day we came out, started working and planning. So it's been 3 weeks or so. So we just now are getting the Kentucky bluegrass coming up. So is it a major, oh my gosh, we got to put down more seed? No, it's not that. We're not freaking out. We've got our bonfire for our church coming up this Saturday. I would love to be able to get this one mow on it before Saturday, but I don't want to do that if it's not called for or necessary. We don't want to hurt the baby grass. We don't want to hurt anything and you know, jump the gun, if you will, on anything just because we want to before a certain date. But I want to show you guys the area that I'm talking about. We want to also do a couple applications while I got my gloves here. We're going to do it, or one application altogether. But we also want to take a look at that area and see if there's anything we can assist or help out with. So let's go over here to over here where I've already got the materials set up right there, and let's look at it and talk about it really quick. So as we walk over here, you see the shadow of the sun coming up and everything like that. Let me put the tripod over here real quick. It's coming in so nice and just gorgeous. It's spotty, but that is absolutely normal. We do have some weeds, some clover over here, no big deal at all. We want to get the grass cut, mowed several times before we deal with any weeds, but that is the least of our concerns. But we do have some like clover stuff that's probably just somehow survived. You see it over there. It's a little white still from the tenacity. But over here, you see in this picture the spot that we're talking about, right? And we had a big rain a few days after we planted. Likely it just washed it down some, because you see, you know, a lot of germination here, a lot of germination here, and likely some of this just washed down. I believe that's, you know, actually from yesterday, it looks like it did grow some since I watered it a little bit. But this area right here, it's not, you know, completely bare. We do have a few little blades of grass coming up. But I think I'm just going to start filling this in a little bit with the fescue. Just throw some more fescue down. We're not going to tear this up. Like, I don't want to mess up the little baby seed that we got, but very, very lightly run the garden weasel right here like we did at my home on Monday. Just very, very lightly, just kind of just pierce the ground a little bit, throw some triple threat down, and then peat moss this, and make sure we wet it. But hopefully by Saturday, we at least have a little bit more germination. And some of this may, you know, some of the seed that may or may not still be laying here may germinate. But we'll do a quick time lapse on this. You know, this isn't the whole video, but this is one thing I think I want to go ahead and jump on. We'll show you the rest over here in a minute, just to update you on what this is looking like on the backside over here. But let's just lightly rake this, or excuse me, lightly garden weasel this. Let's put down some triple threat, blend it in. It's fescue, and the triple threat should blend in nicely with the cool blue fescue, so that shouldn't be an issue. And then we'll cover it with peat moss. So let's do it real fast. So as you guys see, that is completed. Just a light. And as I get in here and as I got closer to this, actually, sorry for the positioning here, it's not as bad as it looks. It is, obviously, when you look out here, you see an ocean of green, beautiful grass growing. And right here, we got a lot of bare dirt, right? So in comparison, yes, it is thin. So we've just lightly garden weaseled some of this. This is the only spot I'm really concerned about, but we've put a little bit of garden weasel, a little bit of peat moss, put some seed down. We're going to now move forward with mission number 2. So let's go up here by the water. Water is key, right? So let's go up here and explain what that mission is now. All right, as I take a quick sip of my delicious orange small monster, we are going to do an application now. Got some new products in the mail that the church has purchased, and the church is smart, man. They knew exactly, somehow, they knew exactly what this lawn needs. And so they went ahead, they purchased it. Shout out to Holly. She knew. The first thing they've purchased is some CK. If you've not seen the Alan Hain test videos where he's holding up the roots, go check it out. CK is worth your money. Every year, every month, every day, every application, if you add in a little bit of CK every month, it has shown and proven to thicken up your roots. The sea kelp, which is what it is kelp is in a very harsh environment called the ocean, right? And so they've derived or taken some of the elements from sea kelp. You put it in your lawn, and it adds stress, and it adds the ability to root down. And CK is just an excellent. You're only using 0.5 per thousand. So this small quart, it looks like 1 quart here, you're using 0.5 per thousand in your lawn. If you've never tried it, man, highly recommend this. So the church has bought this. We're going to put this in our mix today. So we're going to set this here. The next thing we're going to add is we are going to add the rest. Since we've already opened this, we're going to add in our RGS. We did this at initial seeding. We're now entering, today is in October. So it's been almost a month. We've done humic 12 applications to this ground, but now we want to hit this new baby seed with some more RGS. It has a little bit of the CK in it, of sea kelp. Actually, to tell you, it has 3% sea kelp extract, 3% fulvic acid, and then 6% humic acids. So a lot of, we've done humic 12 big shots, but we're adding in the mix of RGS with a little more sea kelp. So we're going to be applying that. Probably the rates on here are 3 ounces, I think, to 6. You have 3 to 6. So we may see how much we got. We may go 5, something like that. Apply that to the lawn. So that's the next thing. And lastly, we bought some 2000 from GCI Turf, 8.6% urea nitrogen. And I thought he had some iron in here. Maybe this is the old formula. I'm not sure. No, that can't be old. This is new. You're applying 3 to 20 ounces per thousand. Let me finish that. Sorry, 8.6 urea, 6.7 other water-soluble nitrogen, 2.6 ammoniacal nitrogen, and 2.1 nitrate nitrogen. And so 3 to 20 ounces per 1,000 square feet. So we're going to probably not go heavy, because remember, our starter fert of protein is down. Starter fert is a 90-day slow release product. So we don't want to go crazy, but I am trying to push some growth, because next Saturday we have the bonfire. I want to try to get a mow on this. That's the reason why I'm pushing it a little bit with a little bit of this. We're not trying to go nuts, not trying to burn our lawn, but I'm thinking maybe like 8 ounces per 1,000 square feet. When you go up to 20 per label, we don't want that much. We've got the slow release of the protein, so we may go 8 and do 8 per 1,000 square feet. It's 3,700 roughly square footage of property out here. So a little bit of N, a little bit of RGS, or a decent amount of N, a decent amount of CK, and a little bit or decent amount of RGS. Winning combination right there for a new lawn. And we've also got, it will help the new seed that we just laid down and tore up with the peat moss. And then it's a matter of water. That's going to help the growth, push the fertilizer to get into the plant and go grow, right? So it's water. As much as I can water this week, I'll be watering. We're also, just a note before we spray this and mix it up, we're going to be coming back, me and Mr. Blake, what we do at our church. Maybe you manage the property at your church. Bifen is a huge win for church property. We did Tall Star Bifin here last year before the bonfire. I've mentioned this many times. I did a hand spray, 4-gallon backpack sprayer spray around the perimeter of the church, around the sidewalk here going to the gym, and around this section with just the backpack sprayer. Mr. Blake got on the 4-wheeler and he did the massive bulk spray of Bifin. We had no big bug issues whatsoever around the campfire or anything. So highly recommend that for your church properties. If you maintain it, or if you know somebody that does, ask your maintenance staff and use this stuff at your house too. We had no bug problems. Really good. This is when the church walked in that next week and then said, man, we had all these dead little centipedes everywhere. What happened? The Bifin did its job. And then obviously it wears out 60, 70 days, 80 days, and you got to reapply 90 days, something like that. So really good product. So with all that said, I'm going to mix this up and let's go apply this to our new lawn. All right, so the other day, me and my daughters put these stakes up. I didn't mention that, but with the bonfire, and we had a wedding this past weekend here at the church, just trying to rope it off the best we can to try to prevent people from just unknowingly walking upon the baby grass. But it's looking good, guys, as I walk this. We've applied the 0.5 per thousand CK. Actually, I think I went a little heavy because I forgot I'm not at my house, and I poured 4 ounces in instead of, probably should have been 3.5. So nothing bad about that of adding too much CK. Then the RGS, man, it really smells like the ocean out here right now with the RGS and the CK. It smells like kelp. But I love that smell. That means we've done something successful. So you can just kind of see, it's hard with the sun, but you can just see the growth here. The edge, not worried about it. We just need to establish the grass. I killed it. You see where I killed it off versus where we seeded and what's taken and what's slow. And you still see that hole up there we've just seeded. So hopefully that little patch will come in with triple threat. And over here, as I promised you, the most important part, oh yeah, fertilizer wise, I did exactly what I said, 8, 16, 24 ounces. 8 ounces per thousand is what I applied. And now we're watering that fertilizer, that CK and that RGS into this new lawn. This side looks great. I mean, the shadow is playing tricks, but you've got a few gaps, and there's definitely, you can tell where the seed washed downstream and stopped, and then there's a group of grass where it germinated. For example, like right here, you can see right here, like where it rained, get out of the shadow, see where it just kind of trickled down, obviously, and then all the seed kind of germinated down here. So we'll watch it, but there's grass in all of that area. It should thicken up. We're not going to seed that. I think it'll be fine. This back area, it's hard to water. But all of this seems to be coming in really well. It's more flat ground. We did do more raking on this section, I will say, than the other sections. So though it's still patchy here, I'm not too concerned about that. It should come in pretty good. And it's looking well. Now this surprises me a little bit. I'm not sure why it doesn't like it over here. Maybe there's concrete from some of this work. I'm not sure. But there is baby grass all along here. So the most important part, watering in the fertilizer, the RGS and the CK, and hopefully with this little addition of N, we'll have enough to be able to mow it before Saturday, before the event. We'll show you guys the final product, hopefully maybe Friday's video, because if I'm mowing Friday, I'll just bring the camera and document it. Maybe that'll be Friday's video. That's kind of the focus this week, is the project lawn and what we're doing here. And you can see they've already stacked the wood up back there, and we got little benches and stuff for kids to sit on, so we're prepping, and I'm doing the grass, and we got to do the bifing this week. So the focus is on the church this week, not on Mr. Ferguson's lawn. So hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope it's helping some of you with your own lawns. This is what I'm doing about 3.5 weeks or so, give or take, after seeding, and it's coming up. These are the things that I'm applying. This is what I would do to my own lawn. I ain't treating this any differently because it's up at the church. And then the only difference I would like is to have more water pressure than what the church has, but we have well water and we can water endlessly. So it's a pro and con, right? Low pressure, unlimited water versus great pressure, and you got to pay for every ounce that you spray in your yard. I'll take this, I think, and just have to stay out here. So God bless you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to keep watering this in. And I'm just thrilled. I love Cool Blue. I can't wait to see the 3rd or 4th mow. But I think it's going to be probably near Halloween, maybe mid-October, that we'll get to see that. But thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.